All right, hello. Welcome everyone for tuning in to our first episode of the Go In or Out podcast. I will be your host today, Ruben Reinenberg. This podcast will be all about me and my friends Jamie and Tom, who I will be introducing themselves later. We will talk about how certain events in our lives made us the individuals we now grown to be, and how those events changed our lives. Also, we will discuss topics like pop cultures, current social issues, LGBTQI, mental health, drugs, alcohol, etc. And try to give you guys advice, opinions in these topics. Our goal is to help and inform people around us, and maybe people all around the world, to change the world in a more positive and happier environment. We want everyone to live their life the fullest and go in all out and enjoy their lives in the end because life is precious. So, for today's episode, we will each introduce ourselves and how we got to know each other and how this crazy fucking idea came to be. After that, we will discuss the first episode's topic, back to school. We discuss about how we prepare ourselves for our bachelor studies and how this first semester will look like in this extremely weird corona time. And how we may prepare ourselves or how our future lives will look like. All right, I will introduce one of my first hosts and our first guests today. Jamie, introduce yourselves, please.
Thank you, Vicky. First, I want to say to everyone listening, thanks for tuning in. The first episode, it's something special. It's just something we went into the deep, and now we're here. I'm Jamie. I'm 18 years old. At the moment, I work at the bakery at the supermarket. I study, or I'm going to study, applied sciences. Sports, I'm not the sporty type. I played some hockey. I did karate for 7 years. And at the moment, I'm doing self-defense. Besides that, I game a lot. A lot. Most of you can probably relate to me.
I came with you, my friend.
Of course. My other hobby is Dungeons and Dragons. Ruben, I introduced you to Dungeons and Dragons.
You indeed introduced to Dungeons and Dragons, a very interesting game. I gotta say myself, I never expected it to be this much fun. I always thought it was kind of nerdy, but maybe sometimes nerdy things are pretty good, right?
Indeed, that's just the perception everyone has. And
yes, a perception check. All right.
Yeah. All right. We've played in a few High School Musicals together.
Yes, indeed. We played. Jamie and I know each other from musicals. Also, Tom. Well, we get to Tom in a little bit. But
definitely we will.
played indeed in some musicals. We played in We Want More last year, right?
Yeah, we did. Well, it was like a school project of like old students and students that were at the moment and some teachers.
Indeed.
It was a combined group. It was a lot of fun.
It was very fun.
A lot of bonding.
A lot of bonding. Extremely, a lot of guys. That's where I actually really met Jamie. I didn't know him before that. I just knew him from some certain roles. And we're gonna talk about all the roles. There was this one French guy. He played in Les Miserables or
No. In the Romeo and Juliet.
oh Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
Yes, he has this one type of guy he played. He was French, but the only thing I remember of him was his
Was my one-liner.
his one-liner.
Everyone remembered.
Most people probably remembered his one-liner. So, Jamie, please, for all the audience, I would like to tell you this one-liner in French because I feel like
It has to be the original. I just can't, translate it. It has to be in the original language. And I need silence for this.
Go ahead,
I
Jamie.
need total silence in the room.
Go ahead, Jamie. Take
All right, Jamie.
take your time for your one-liner.
Je suis Paris.
God damn it.
It was the only line I had, like almost the entire
to be
part.
honest, this is the only thing I remember him from for the whole. Like, how many times were you on stage and actually saying this sentence? Like, how many times you had to say it?
Like 4 scenes minimum. I had one scene where I actually spoke Dutch, but in the same scene I also had to say Je suis Paris.
All right.
And I don't know. I counted once, and I was like 42 times
42 times in one fucking musical.
in one play. Yeah.
One fucking musical. You had to say Je suis Paris.
Yeah, 5 scenes, 6 scenes, something like that.
All right.
42 times.
All right. God damn it. Jesus Christ. All right. For my another guest, another host, my good friend Tom. Tom, introduce yourselves to our audience.
Oh, well, like you said, I'm Tom. I'm also 18, like Jamie.
Young fucks.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, old fuck.
You young fucks.
Yeah, no, but I study music and technology. I play big guitar, and we're kind of trying to get a band started. Jamie's also in it. Yeah, I've mostly been doing stuff with the drummer.
There are the two type of guys who play instruments and all the girls like. Am I right?
That's a fun joke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, but we try our best, and I'm definitely gonna continue it. I don't know if it's gonna be exact the same group. I don't know how about Jamie. How Jamie feels about that, but
I would like to be a part of it if it
Alright.
goes somewhere someday.
yeah, no, I am mostly writing stuff with the drummer, like I said. So, but yeah, apart from that, I do quite a lot of audio engineering. So my life's basically all about music.
Yeah, like about bands, Tom. Like to be honest, we also met kind of in a band. Like, did you know?
Yeah, I know.
I'm not
You
sure
guys
know
kinda
about
did,
this,
yeah,
this
you
one
guys did.
certain thing we did.
Yeah.
All right, it was this one song, and I was just with one of my friends, and she said, "Oh well, I'm in this kind of thing for a podium thing," and right, I was like, "Okay, can I be in it?" And some other person came to me, he's like, "Yes, I got this egg for you." Tom, you know the story now.
I know,
Shaking
Yeah,
egg.
you're still called Ruben Schutei, which
Good
means
eye,
yeah.
shaking
Ruben
egg. All right, so
shaking
what
egg.
happened, Tom? Tell the story, Tom, because you're the one who was actually playing like a real
A real
instrument.
song, and then
And I was just like shaking that egg.
That's the thing. I was singing on that.
You were shaking on my egg.
wait.
Yeah,
first-
Oh, you were not playing?
Wait, there was
No. Are we allowed to?
No, we're
No,
not allowed
we're-
to say
we're-
names. Only names.
Code names.
Let's call her Sue then. So we had
Susan.
we had Sue, and
Sue.
she was playing guitar, and then we had this other guy called
Brendan. Let's call him Brandon.
Brendan.
Yeah, Brandon.
Brendan.
Who was also playing guitar, and we had Eric, who was playing bass.
Eric, who plays bass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then me and another girl. It was quite dramatically bad, but me and another girl was singing, and
I don't remember it bad, but I also don't
was just
remember
fun.
it pretty good.
no, I just
I just remember shaking that egg, to be quite
no,
honest.
but it was fun, and that's what it's all about.
That's all right, but like
Yeah.
that's how I met
Yeah,
Tom.
no,
it was
definitely.
pretty crazy because you guys already like kind of performed for yourselves, right? You already was ready to go, and I just randomly like 15 minutes or 20
And
minutes.
no one could hear your egg over the speakers.
No, that was the
No,
thing.
but I was shaking that egg like no one
Yeah,
else.
no, definitely. Yeah, but also We Want More was there too. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
that's a fun story. You with the shaking egg. How many tries?
Also too.
How many
All right,
retries?
All right, so also Jamie played in We Want More for our school. There was this. Everyone knew I had this one shaky egg thing, like the gig, the meme about me. So our teacher, who wrote the whole story herself, actually made a whole scene where I'm shaking an egg on the beat, but god damn it, I can't fucking shake that egg on the beat. I'm just shaking.
You were shaking, and it just didn't go anywhere every fucking time.
It didn't go anywhere every fucking time. So this one teacher, she just looks at me and like it was maybe like
What, like a look of disapproval, like
No,
look at
disappointment.
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 Disappointment. She was mad. Like and I don't know if the singing coach of us ever like literally screamed at you, but she screamed at me like a fucking crazy.
No, but the teacher that wrote the part did. Yeah,
She
yeah.
was mad at me. I'm gonna tell you, she was mad at me at that time.
Yeah, she like really mad.
Of course, because I never
Well,
fucking did it right.
I know people were annoyed, like really annoyed.
People are fucking
because you
annoyed at me.
couldn't for the 15th time. You just couldn't hit it on beat.
But to be honest, like on the fucking stage, it fucking went well. All right,
It went really
It
well.
went really fucking well.
oh, there's quite some complexity to an egg filled with shit.
Yeah, and you just have to shake
gotta
it.
Yes, and you guys
on
are now
beat in a
making a
pattern.
joke about me
Shake it.
shaking that egg, but I
No,
was the
no, no.
fucking drummer in that fucking
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
musical.
Yeah, you didn't hit a
Not
fucking
gonna lie.
tom or snare ever, but
No one has to know that.
no, because that's where I come in. And we
Yeah.
had like a live band, and I
Yeah,
did
I
the
know.
audio
That was
for
pretty
that
cool,
band.
actually.
Yeah, that band was actually.
You know,
quite
the
good.
fun thing, I told you this, my aunt really thought you were the drummer.
No fucking way.
She did. She told me,
There were some
and he was like,
people
"Oh,
who
that's a
said-
pretty good drummer." And then I went from no, it was the band upstairs.
I was just fucking
And it was like,
faking
and she
it.
was like, there was, oh, the band upstairs. He wasn't drumming,
Wait,
and-
did she not notice the band upstairs?
She did.
Because-
but she thought there were two drummers, him and the band drummer.
See how good
As you
I
thought-
am.
They were playing together.
It looked like shit, Ruben. It looked like shit.
I just tried something.
You know,
and
from-
if people
from
believe
close
me,
up,
people believe
From
me.
close up, it really looked so fake as hell.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah,
I can
especially when
understand.
you're focused on the music, it looked fake. But
That's true. That's
was
pretty
foc-
true. That's pretty true. But if
that's
people
the
think
thing.
in the audience it was okay.
But-
Yeah, no, I
feel
think
like
in the
it was-
audience it looked all right. Plus, they were more looking at the musical,
Yeah.
and I was like, as the audio engineer of the band, I was really focusing on the music, and then it looked like, what the fuck is that guy
Yeah,
doing?
and
down
like
there?
the fun thing, like
Even the guitar
the
players that were
drummer-
faking it.
the drummer had like his headphones because he needed to know what the beat is going.
Yeah.
So if I actually hit one of the snares, he fucking hit like a crazy bitch in his fucking ear. So like one time, I'm like bang, and he like fuck, and I hear him like saying fuck when we were fucking singing.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
really?
Did you ever hear that?
No.
I was like doing the thing like the 1 2 do, and it was like bang, and he was like fuck, or like silently.
What?
Like,
But
fuck.
how the hell did he hear that?
He could just hear that because I don't know how, but he could hear that one snare of me like going like a fucking crazy bitch in his ear.
And he told you that afterwards.
Of course.
Okay, what the fuck?
You know, during one of the scenes, the stage turned dark, you know?
Yeah.
I was one of the first people that had to go into the exit of the stage.
Yeah.
And there were these poles, these metal poles.
Mm-hmm.
I hit my head on one of those
Really?
in the dark because I couldn't see shit.
You
And
fucking idiot.
at some point you're like donk, and I just continued walking. And backstage people were like, "What was that sound?
All right.
What
this-
was it?"
This musical sounds like a fucking shit musical if we talk about it like this, because there was a fucking shit happen.
It probably
There
was.
was a review, like my phone went on stage. Like.
Oh,
No, it wasn't with me, but I know what you're talking about.
All right, so my phone went on, but it wasn't like sound. You were like,
Yeah, the phone
and
went
and we were sitting. And like everyone was sitting like that. So
pretty
we-
straight. Yeah,
So
yeah.
my,
like,
my hands will go back, so people didn't really notice, and I was just like flinging my phone like on my back, and like it was like, so
yeah.
if
And-
I
and-
can't see this shit, I can't fucking do it myself. And I was like, for probably a half a minute, was like fucking shaking.
someone,
this thing.
just
And I was
turn
like,
it off.
Someone, please, fucking unlock this thing. And was it you or was it someone else?
Someone else.
Oh, someone else.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
fucking, that took fucking shit.
I wasn't in reach because if I would have done it, I would have been like, "Whoa, I'm reaching out! Look at me!" But
We're pretty much amateur actors.
Yeah, no, I had to even go on stage there. There was one show, and it was also the show that was being recorded. That was
the
one
band,
show on video.
the band.
And what happened is...
Oh, yeah, the band.
Yeah, no, there was a break in the show, and I noticed just before the break that one of the microphones stopped working. It just completely stopped
Imagine
working.
it stopped working now.
Yeah, no,
Tom, you could fix this shit, right?
Yeah, no way. I hope.
Just we miss one person telling their story, and we're just reacting to nothing.
Yeah, no way. About that though, you get a bit closer to your microphone, motherfucker. No, but no. What happened is that microphone failed in the break, so I fixed that microphone. It started working again. I think it was just a broken cable or whatever, and but then the first song started, and I remember this like I was like fuck, what am I gonna do? Because the first song started, and the problem was that first it was a drumming microphone, right?
Yeah.
That stopped, which was. It sucked, but you can hear the drums over the speakers, right?
Yeah, because it's a
So-
fucking drum.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
loud.
loud.
This is a fucking drum.
So what failed then is the first song they played after the break. The bass guitar suddenly seemed to because I plugged that over into a input that I thought was working, but turned out wasn't working. So what I had to do is I had to go on stage in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
middle of a scene, and it was like this. It was this scene with only 2 actors on stage, and it was like I think it was kind of a romantic scene or something.
Yeah, I think
I
It was
don't
supposed to-
remember
it
too
was
much.
supposed
we
to
had a
be.
romantic scene.
we
It
did.
was kind of. I think it was between the two
teachers.
teacher
The teachers,
actors.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
teachers.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I know now. I know. Oh, no. That was a funny one.
There was a funny one. Just
Yeah, but well, I had to sneak down on the stage, and I actually had to walk over the stage, and then luckily I could go behind like the whole construction the band was standing
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But then I had to walk, and there was this one hole in the middle of the construction.
yeah, you tripped, didn't like
Oh
almost.
no, I
tripped?
didn't trip. No, it went
No?
pretty well. I then walked over to the stairs because there were stairs on both sides,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
needed to be where the bass guitarist was, and it was on the other side, so I had to go up the stairs there. And I went up the stairs, and I fucking that's where I tripped.
That's
I
where you
tripped
tripped.
on the stairs, and you
I
can hear
never
like
knew
a
this.
very loud. Boom, and we're like, oh, I fucked
You see
up.
these two actors like getting really close, like for the smooch, and they're like, bang,
Ding!
and everyone like, fuck.
No, but seriously,
No.
that's like I was
Well-
fuck. No, and I thought I was doing pretty well, and then until that moment, I was like.
Yeah, but that
Fuck.
also,
Well-
But then I thought I gotta fix the bass guitar, so
Yeah.
I fixed the bass guitar,
Alright,
and
good.
Well-
it started working after that again. But that was quite an
I have to say, I don't
experience.
think the scene was ruined. And
I do not think
I
so.
know, I didn't
it
ever
wasn't
even
ruined at all.
remembered it, but
I don't remember
well,
it either.
some
I heard
spectacle
it.
sounds at the kiss, bang bang. All right.
I think
Yeah,
when I
they-
rewatched it on DVD.
Yeah, I think they were zoomed in, so you couldn't even see me.
Yeah.
I think I just
maybe your feet or something.
There's one song that the bass guitar isn't on though. On the
I know
video.
because they were pointing at like their amps or whatever.
Yeah, you
like it's
can-
not working. It's not working.
yeah, you can
Yo,
see.
can someone come in the middle of this song right here to fix my bass guitar, guys?
Yeah, no, I was trying to press all buttons, trying to unmute the guitar, but that was not the problem. I had it unmuted. So like, yeah, and it was not just the bass guitarist, because it's the whole band, so they know when something is missing, right?
Yeah.
And the thing
Yeah.
with the bass guitar is normal. Like the bass guitar wasn't using an amp; it was just using like it was going directly into the speakers,
Mhm.
basically. So that made that if the cable was broken, there was no sound at
Yeah.
all
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was an electric bass, so you couldn't hear shit.
Yeah. I feel like, guys, we're getting off
Yeah,
track
we're getting
already.
off
We're
track.
really
Allah.
getting
You,
off
you
track.
still need to introduce yourself.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did
everyone,
indeed.
introduce
All
yourself.
right, guys. My name is Ruben. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently gonna study becoming a gym teacher. And before this, I already did study a pre-bachelor one because it's sort of a pre-one for my bachelor. That's all about giving sport lessons to disabled kids. Amazing time of my life, to be honest. Like that was one of the best things in my life. It changed me forever. We're gonna talk about that probably some other episode about certain events changing our lives. Also, I'm a pretty sporty guy. I go to the fitness, and etc. And I coach in my local sports club, etc. And I started this whole fucking thing
Yeah.
with you guys.
You came up with it. You contacted us, and
Yes, I just all right. So Jamie and I didn't talk for like a full fucking year.
yeah,
So what I did, I was like, "Fuck!" Oh wait, what happened?
we saw each other at the
I was
supermarket.
in the supermarket, and I didn't have my glasses
Yeah.
on, so I was walking. I see someone waving at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck is waving
Fuck
at
is
me?"
that? Stop
Yes.
waving
Yeah.
at me.
So
man.
I was just silently getting my fucking bread before work, and he.
And I got close to you,
and
and-
closer, and I was like, "Look at, oh shit, that's Jamie." So I just walked up. Did I walk up to you?
no, I think I
think I
had
just
to-
walked away.
Yeah, well, you said something, and then
Go fuck yourself, Jay.
it was a short
fuck off,
conversation.
yeah.
It was a short conversation. It was something
So-
like,
so-
"Yo, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing pretty fine.
Oh, yeah.
Fine. How are you?" And
Oh,
I was
I
like,
think so. Yeah.
"Yeah," and then we're like, "Well, I gotta go," and
All right.
that was like the
So-
last of it.
I had this idea of a podcast, what I already told about helping people. So I was like, all right, who can help me with this fucking podcast? And then this fucking in my fucking head came up Jamie. Jamie can probably be in a fucking podcast. So what I just did, I fucking texted this guy on Discord, fucking, hey Jamie, we need to talk on Discord. That's all I sent it. Jamie,
Jamie, we need to talk.
Well, yeah,
we need to talk.
I thought it was gonna be that way. It was like
Hey,
pretty
yeah.
serious. Like
We're gonna have a talk.
we're gonna need to talk
We're
right
gonna
now.
have a talk.
Like I didn't know what to expect. Were you gonna say "fuck off"? I don't never want to see you again.
Just
Are you
gonna
gonna
be the
say like,
Discord
"Yo,
comment.
how are you?" Are you?
Yo,
what are
you
we going to
said
talk
that guy
about?
wasn't cool. No.
Yeah,
Like this is just come into this oh fuck off and then go
because
away.
we didn't leave on the best.
No,
food,
good terms,
yeah.
but well, things best we leave in the past, right?
Yeah,
We keep
yeah,
on going
past is
forward.
past.
It's all what it's about. In
It's under
this,
the bridge.
Yes. So I
Isn't it?
contacted him, and the first thing I said, "Hey Jamie, you want to start a podcast?"
I'm in. Fuck it. Let's
Yes,
do it.
He just said, I'm fucking in. Like no questions asked. Like,
Yeah.
what's your plan? No, he just like I'm fucking in. So after that, I was like, all right. I can't fucking work with computers. I'm a fucking idiot. I know how to fucking do dumbbells. I know how to fucking shoot a basketball. I know how to teach kids, but I don't know how to fucking use fucking laptop.
Well, no, you first because this is when you hit me up.
Yes.
But I think you first just hit me up like, yo, what microphone am I? Do
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to
I-
buy?
I
one?
Yeah,
texted you,
it
what
sounded
would I
pretty
need to
really
buy?
standard. Like,
What's other standard shit for a fucking podcast?
Yeah, and then we talked, and it turned out to be quite expensive, and I already had some gear, so then I was
Yeah, but we were in this conversation. You giving us tips, and I was already feeling like, oh, this guy is already fucking in the podcast. You were in it. You were in the call, and I never felt like, oh my god, this guy.
it's annoying.
I joined in the middle of the call too because there
Yeah.
was this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, that was his older.
There was this other guy.
There was this other guy. I never feel like he had really he really wanted to do it, or he was kind of skeptical.
maybe
he
he
was
did.
he
I
was
don't know.
interested, but he wasn't really like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yes. To be honest, with these types of things, if I want to start a project, I need people who are enthusiastic and want to just fucking go out of the blue. Of course, we have a plan. I always plan things out. These two guys, in my opinion, is fucking. We're like, oh yeah, fucking do it. Like. Of course, Tom, you asked some questions, but like Jamie, no questions asked. Went fucking straight
I was
in.
like,
Dolphin dive off the bridge.
Yeah, yeah. If I die, I die. But if I live,
he just fucking goes for
I'll
it.
grow.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, it's all you fucking sure. But yeah, then I asked Tom, and Tom helped me with this amazing equipment we're using now for the podcast. Right?
yeah.
yeah.
Like, how do you feel about it? Like, did you ever expect this to come up? For you
not
guys?
really. No. This equipment I mostly use for recording bands, so not really for recording podcasts. But it works.
Yeah, but did you ever feel like you were gonna start something like a podcast?
No, I would have before that. I to be honest, I don't listen to podcasts.
You don't
myself.
even listen to podcasts.
So no, I would have never thought that. Like I would have probably been more. It would have been more logical for me to be in a band. than
Yeah,
or
or
you
like
already
playing
told us
live.
because you're a pretty musical guy.
Yeah, I think that would have been more on my mind than actually doing a podcast. But that's fun. It's fun.
We also could
Yeah.
add a little music part for
A
you
little
if
music
you want
part,
to. A
some
little
live
music part in
music.
this podcast.
And
So
some
get a
ugly,
little bit
ugly screaming in
funky
mine.
and a little bit of a woozy swoozy.
A little bit of big band.
Big band. We're not gonna we're not gonna start a
Or-
boy band. No.
No, we're not.
No.
Stop
Already-
asking already.
Stop asking already. All right. So for our first topic, or our first big topic, where this episode's all gonna be about, back to school, guys. All right. So we already talked about what we study, but we just said what we're studying, but we never really explain it. So at the moment, 2 days ago, guys, I finally heard I've fucking accepted for my bachelor study.
Woo! Congratulations, man.
Thank you. And the fun fact is, next week I'm starting fucking my study. Like I've like 1 week to
Yeah,
prepare my
that's
fucking
really
self for this
fast.
fucking study.
Why did they return so late with that? That's
All right. So what happened? I had to do this medical thing.
Yeah.
For if you want to do the study, you have to test your body. If it's it's like for because there's a lot of sporty things you have to do, a lot of running, a lot of sports, a lot of elements involved with that. So they want to know if someone is physically capable of doing it. Now I am physically capable because I already did a fucking study in that. So I got approved. I sent the card. I had to do a
because you were a bit scared that you weren't going to pass.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yeah. So in my family there runs a heart disease. So it was a kind of the thingy if he's gonna ask about it, the doctor, if he's gonna let me go, like, and for me at the moment it's not a real threat. It's still in development. I don't have it yet. It's like developing. You can see the development of it. It's called cardiomyopathy for the guys who want to know what it's called. It runs in my family. It just runs in the family like some diseases go, right? Yeah. So so I was kind of scared about it. So I was like, fuck. If the doctor says no, you cannot do it because of your heart, I'm screwed. I can't do my dream job. I want to be a gym teacher. I always want to be a gym teacher. That's what I wanted when I fucking grow up. I always loved my gym teachers I had. They were always really supportive, and I always want to support people. And my big dream is to help people through sports, make them feel comfortable, positive, and help themselves, like, improve themselves through sport. Like, you can do a lot with sports. Like, people don't know what sports can do to people, right? Like, you might not be the sporty type, but
No.
like, for everyone, it can change, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I was kind of scared about it, but luckily he gave me that card that accepted everything. So I sent it in, but it took like fucking 2 weeks because the people were on vacation. Because people
that
need to go on
sucks.
vacation, right? People have. I can't be like, yo, what hell? Why you're on vacation? Why you have free? You have
Get
to work.
back here.
Get back here. No. So 2 days ago I heard that I was accepted, and now I have 1 week of trying to. Prepare myself, right?
Yeah. How is that going so far?
Well, I don't have any books yet.
Haven't ordered or you
I haven't
don't?
ordered any
oh,
books yet.
you
I
haven't
done
ordered them yet.
anything. I got my crappy laptop ready for the go. I also heard today that I have a intro camp
Okay.
next week, so I
Next week.
not prepared for that at all. But I get some points for that for my study points.
All right.
Wait, oh, you actually?
Yes,
it's
for
actually
intro camp. I get
it's
study
mandatory
points.
Oh, yeah, no,
then?
we had that too for our,
Yeah.
like we
Wait,
had
what?
this introduction, like what was it, a weekend or something?
Is it?
And it was like it. They never beforehand they didn't really say it was mandatory, but it turned out it was kind of mandatory.
Yeah, I
Like,
have to go.
You almost had to go, but if you didn't go, you had to make like some other
There's other
assignments.
things to
another
make up
project, yeah.
for the
Yeah,
for
but it was kind of weird because they never said that beforehand. So
Oh.
it was like it kind of felt
Well,
like
I
it
got
was,
the text from that person, and like 5 texts later said, "Oh yeah, this one is mandatory." She told me, like, she didn't say, "Oh, this is a mandatory thing, you have to go." No, it took like 5 texts of me asking questions like, "What the hell do I have to do?" And then she said, "Oh yeah, this by the way mandatory. You get study points." Thank you for telling me.
That
But,
that's
yes, but like it's pretty crazy because my whole semester, first semester will be online, and I'm doing a sports study. So it will,
that's
Yeah,
quite
that's
a
pretty-
thing.
so I-
weird.
so I would just. I don't know how it will look because I know from my before my study when you do sports we just try the sports, and for disabled people we will go in a wheelchair, we'll look what the difficulties is and how you play wheelchair basketball, etc. So I don't know what to expect from school
No.
that's not physical if it's a physical
yeah,
thing to do, right?
That's
Like it's not giving information. Yes, it's giving information for sports, of course, but it's gonna be difficult. I don't know how I can do certain way of things of like strategies, how to
Yeah,
work
yeah.
with kids, and how to.
you don't have the
I
interaction.
have to see that, right?
Yeah.
I have to see it. I have to do it in practice. I have to do it with my other students,
To
right?
try shit out. And,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I feel like it's gonna be pretty weird for me. Like the first
Yeah.
semesters will be pretty weird. I don't know.
I think
how,
for everyone, like
yeah, for everyone in the
for
fucking
everyone
study.
in the world, I think when
Yeah,
schools
but-
start
did
again.
they like move up like some part you would normally have in the first semester? Did they move that to like the second semester?
I
or?
don't know what's gonna be up in the first semester. I haven't had anything. I don't have my schedule yet. I'm
Neither
waiting
do
for
I.
everything. So I'm gonna go into this
Pretty blind, probably.
Yeah.
pretty blind. Like I don't know what the hell.
Have
is
you
gonna
even been to the
Oh, yeah.
school itself? Like
I
the
know where
physical
the school is physically because the
Yeah.
school is on the other side of my old study.
All right, but
So
have you
I
been?
know where it is. I just don't know how it looks inside and
Yeah.
how everything's going.
Because what city is it again?
My study I'm doing now, or I did.
Well, it's in the same city, right? You said or not?
It's in The Hague. It's in
Yeah.
it's Zuiderpark. It's called.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
It's
right.
like this whole complex made for sports. There are a lot of beach volleyball fields inside. There's a whole stadium for
Inside.
yes, inside beach
Do
volleyball
they have
fields.
sand in the, like?
Yes, real
What?
sand, of course.
That sounds fun.
It's extremely fun.
Are we going for your birthday?
No, we're not going for my
God
birthday.
damn it!
I'm not gonna pay for that. It's hella expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Oh, I would assume if they actually have.
Yeah, it's a big complex, and there's the football club out of Den Haag is on the right. Plays all the way on the right. Has this whole football field.
Yeah.
And there's another club there, and then it's a whole park on the
Alright.
back, and then there's this whole complex made for school, sports, etc.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
It's pretty big. I don't know if you guys ever been there.
Well, I have seen the stadium.
Never been there.
So it's like close to the stadium.
No. It's right
Wait.
in Den Haag.
Oh wait,
Oh,
it's in the center. It's not.
Well,
not exactly,
really.
but-
You have to go with the tram.
It's in the inner Hague.
I have like a 30 to 40 minutes drive from my home.
Yeah,
where I
yeah,
live.
I know.
I guess so. It's with the train and then with the tram.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed. With
alright,
the train and then a tram. But for
Train,
you,
tram.
also, Tom, for you, you have a pretty, I'm not going to say practical, but you really have to do music and have to record things, right, for your study.
Yeah, how do you
does
like
it go
like
for you?
group work, band practice?
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff?
it's quite a lot of group projects. Like it's basically almost only group projects. Like we had some tests that we had to do on our own. Like the tests were on our own, but we didn't have that many tests either. So it was mostly just normally we had to write songs and stuff, right? So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
but
I never knew you write songs, Tom.
Well, I
we
do
had
know.
to. We had to.
We had
You
so-
have some videos online of you making like a dynamic video game music, don't you?
Oh yeah, that
that
those are
project.
projects, and that was actually in Corona time. So
Really?
Corona
Yeah,
time.
because for us too, we studied in the Corona time. Like, how was it for you?
Yeah, for me, they actually started the school like we had 1 week pause, and then they started it quite quickly, and it was actually like it didn't change much. Like it was they did it pretty good at our.
It was our first year, right? First year of
yeah,
of
this was
college.
the first year, and so what we basically just had, we had normal schedules and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and we had different classes. Some were using Discord. Like we had this one coding class because yes, we also code in this music.
This guy can do everything.
Yeah, well, it's mostly music based, but I it's not totally my thing, the coding. But
Fuck coding, guys. God.
God
well,
damn it.
no, yeah, music theory is what I dislike the most.
Yeah?
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't dislike it.
Is
was
that
just-
disliking?
It
which
was
is, like,
just
your
the
least
hardest-
favorite subject.
It was the most difficult. I found it very interesting, but it was just
That's
It's like,
all. That's
you
all.
find it very interesting, but you want to spend your time rather in something else.
yeah, probably
It's like
like,
you're
I
not
wa- I wa-
annoyed, but like you want to try put.
I'd love to learn it sometime, but it's just not what I want to
But
learn
not
right now.
now.
But that's fine. Like I know, I understand why I have to learn it because we started like Gregorian chants and stuff like that. I actually wrote I
Jesus.
wrote a couple Gregorian chants myself.
Boy,
So.
Gregorian. Wow.
You know, like the monks. That's what the fuck.
Yeah, no,
knew
that's
that.
what it is.
Oh, wait,
Like,
what?
Did you have to write it or also have to sing it?
no, we sadly enough we didn't have to sing it because like the years before that, there were the years before my year, and this
Yeah.
was even before Corona. It was just a change in the whole study thing, I guess. Because what they did before that is we actually had singing lessons. That it turned out, and like we
Oh.
only had 3 singing lessons, and it was just basically stand up straight, sit, don't sit, make sure your what is it your ankles are actually under your body, supporting your
Oh.
body, and it's stuff like that.
I
But
never knew that when I was singing.
no, it's
No.
a-
That's probably when it went bad every time.
Well, some of those things were told to us.
never told.
You
to
know,
me.
not,
breathe from your stomach, and sing your
And-
heart out.
yeah,
That's
but also
what they
stand up
told me.
straight and stable and
I
shoulder width.
No, they never told me that. I just sung my song 20 times bad, and on stage I did it right.
Especially the one time you cried.
Especially the one time I cried.
yeah, no, was that the last time?
Yeah, it was the last time. That's why
Yeah,
you got
That
so
was the
emotional.
last time, like,
Like all of us got
For
emotional.
context, real quick, this is we went back to We Want More again.
Yeah.
right.
I just really want to talk about this one musical, guys.
No, it's but yeah, no, yeah. I saw you crying. I was like, because that's the thing. As an audio engineer, I did multiple musicals, so always the last time you always see those fucking pussies crying.
Oh, fuck you, Tom.
Well,
listen. I had the whole.
he was prepared. He was prepared.
So there was this one song was like upbeat, bumpy. It was like getting energy. So if I want to cry there, no, it would
No,
be
no,
not
no.
a.
No.
But
good
it's followed with
But after the song, it followed with a really sad moment of eventually
Yeah,
enjoyment.
it was like the three guys singing, and one was you, right?
Yeah, one
Yeah,
was
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And-
so
and
it
like-
switched to you, and it was like.
And this other guy was like, his voice was gone. So you heard
Yeah.
me crying,
Oh, yeah,
and
I
his
know.
voice was like. And I-
let's call him Jeremy. Jeremy went to the club the night before.
You also went to the club with me.
Yeah, but my voice was.
Yeah, my
still-
voice
Your
was
voice
okay.
was also. We went to the club with a couple of guys from the musical, and this guy stayed till like 6
7, 6, 7.
Yeah, a.m.
Fuck's sake.
And we had a show at like 12. What was
It
it?
was on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was
It
Sunday.
was on Sunday, like 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
And he
At
had
3
a football
p.m.
match too that
And
day.
he
So
did.
it came after his football
So,
match.
so he had like no sleep. His voice was fucked up, and he had to
You
sing.
can see it on his face. He was like fucking dead.
Oh yeah.
He was a fried guy.
I think that's how you got away with the crying, man.
Because Jeremy
it was
took
just-
all the
yeah,
the thing.
Jeremy was
Yeah,
took all the
big
attention.
distraction.
And I was like, "Ah!" You hear like,
he really sounded like this.
and you heard me like crying over it, and like
Yeah,
there
it
was
was-
one girl who can sing especially well, and that was also there tuned in with all the mixture, and it was one theoretical drama.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was laughing my ass off. Like,
It was
seriously.
funny
'Cause
because
that's
everyone made fun of him before he sang his song.
Oh, sure.
Because everyone knew, oh my god, this is going to be terrible.
It's gonna be terrible, but
But that was
he
the
fucking rocked it like
He
a,
did
like a
it.
motherfucker. Like,
because you guys had microphones, right?
I had a
yeah,
microphone.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Oh,
so did he.
fucking microphones.
It's fucking funny, man. Like I think we probably turned both of you down a bit.
That's why. That's
Ah.
why.
Oh
That's
yeah.
Yeah, well, I was crying, and literally
You
in the
gotta
audience,
save
people
it.
were looking at me and pointing at me, and
Oh my
and I
god,
was
it's
like,
crying.
I was like crying. I was like, I always trying to want to smile because people are pointing at me. I was like, and like my whole like cheeks were like going everywhere. Because like
Yeah.
if you have that
But why
smile,
were you crying? Just because it was the last
this
show?
was the last time, man. Come on, it's emotional. It was
we
a
spent
damn
fucking
roller
months on
coaster
it.
getting there, right?
We spent months on it. We
spent a lot
we
of
got
time.
blasted by our teacher for not knowing the songs and the dances.
I got blasted,
and-
like it came all down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, because like people always told me to also like join in with the musical and play in it once, but I just really dislike that.
It wasn't your. It's not your. It's not for
but I
everyone.
like the acting stuff. That seems fun to me, but just
The singing, the dancing
the
is not your.
singing fun too.
In my
but-
opinion, I like acting more than singing because I'm
I
not
do.
really a singing guy. It don't sound terrible. I also don't really sound good. I'm just kind of in the middle.
You're the
or-
average.
And like
person.
average, it's like average and it's like oh he's trying his best. That's just what you think. Oh, this guy is trying
It's like
his
he's
best.
trying.
He's trying. He's
my ears aren't bleeding
enthusiastic,
yet.
but it sounds terrible. But we're just gonna give this guy keep going, man.
Keep going.
Like that's how I sing. Like I'm not really that good. So like is it at that moment when you're your last song, and that's with a lot of things. Like if you're building up for something or working so hard on something, and
Yeah, I know.
eventually your end is coming. For me personally, I tear up. I just tear
Yeah.
up. I tear
Oh.
up. Yeah.
Yeah,
You weren't the only one at the end.
Of course,
No,
I
it
always
was-
I let everyone. I was like a disease, and I went
No, yeah,
everywhere.
it's
I
funny,
remember
it's-
me
it
and-
spreads. Like you could,
Yeah.
because it was like we had like this. It was like the seating. It went up at like a level, so I had like a top-down vision of everyone, and you could literally see it spreading. It was like it first started with Ruben, because after the show, people got on stage again, so like
Oh yeah,
bow
that
and
was
stuff.
that was bad.
And then fucking he
Sue.
cried, and then the next person cried,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then the next
yeah.
person cried, and it's so funny because you really saw it spreading, and
It was fun because I know we were standing together with Sue,
Oh yeah,
and at some point we were like, "Oh, everyone, are you?" And we started crying too.
Yeah, we
But
started
were-
crying
We
too.
wanted to make like some kind of fun of you, but not like some banter.
Yeah,
but then we started crying too because we were like,
I don't
"Oh
know.
fuck, it's the
I
end."
feel like with humans, we're just some people, and I'm not talking about me especially, but I know people, and that might be with other people too. If their emotions, you can give emotion to other people. I believe
yeah,
in if someone is very enthusiastic, very energetic, you can
Yeah.
give that energy to someone else. If someone is sad, and this time is sad in a good way,
In a good
sad
way.
and happy, we did something. We
Like it's the end of the road.
and
the
also
journey was
that
fun.
energy can spread. So I feel like that in that moment, I kind of spread that my tearing up moment to everyone,
yeah, no,
or a lot of people, because some people are just as steel nerves, right? Some
Yeah.
people just don't tear up, and that's okay. That's okay.
That's
but-
okay. Everyone has their.
No, I
Oh,
guess I
definitely.
just I don't tear up for like
a lot.
no I don't tear up when I'm like extremely happy. I guess I like I
We're gonna all right, guys. I'm gonna say it
Oh.
right here. if it's not end of this season he doesn't tear up, he's fucking fired.
Okay,
He
well,
right.
gotta fucking tear up.
it's
So-
gonna be a fun season then, guys.
All right.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
Last season, fun
next
season.
season's without me, so next
All right,
season's gonna be
guys.
quite a
guys.
bit worse.
Let's move along.
Yeah,
All right. So this whole Corona thing, it's crazy. And we three guys live in the Netherlands. You probably heard of it. You probably maybe know someone who's Dutch. Probably know a little bit of our culture. But yeah, also Corona impacted us in our society and how our societal structure is now changed. And a lot of things are happening currently at the moment as we're recording. But also we went to a whole phase of lockdown and also through our school times. And it was a
But we didn't. We never went full lockdown.
Yeah.
Though.
yeah, but we
Yeah.
had to stay home.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we had some kind of
especially
lockdown, yeah.
had to stay home for at least 3 months, and I got outside to go to the grocery store, but
Our prime minister called it a smart lockdown.
smart lockdown.
Yeah,
That's how he called it.
And the plan was to have like what was it again? Controlled spread of the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's a
but that-
controlled spread of the coronavirus.
But then it turned out that theory was completely false and didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
No, I did go outside though. I think I went outside a bit more in that period. Just like
Well,
there was this one there was this one friend that I still saw, and we just basically went on walks, and like apart from that, we didn't see anyone. So the spreading wasn't that it was going to spread much. But we in the Netherlands still don't have to wear
face
uh,
masks.
I get it. Yeah, we in the Netherlands still don't have to wear a face mask, only in public transport. And
Yeah.
And in some cities, Rotterdam,
Oh, yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
crowded centrum of
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
all the shopping places
It's
are.
pretty local where you have to wear them.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
have to wear them there, but there aren't specific places, like only those, and public transport you have to. Like, how do you guys think about that? How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not really sure because I haven't seen reliable source on this.
Because I've been
But-
to Belgium, and in Belgium, everywhere I went to the store or everywhere,
have
everyone
to
is
you
wearing
did go
face
to
masks.
Antwerp, though.
Yes, I went
Yeah.
to Antwerp, and I was there with a friend of mine, Emily, and like what we did, we just went
No,
shopping.
this was Sue again, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I believe it was
Emily. It was probably Emily.
Emily. I don't.
So we went there. And we were just shopping, but like all the people were working at a face mask on. You had to clean everywhere. So like even though across the street I already cleaned my hands, other store I also had to clean my hands.
Oh,
Like the
really?
whole day
Yeah.
I was just cleaning my hands. They were pretty keen on it, to be honest. They were really keen on it. Like if you didn't do it, you could just get out.
Yeah.
Get
you're
out.
not allowed in.
Yeah, I feel like Belgium was kind of one of the they went like the hardest on the lockdown. I
Yeah,
think.
they went really hard on it.
Like at the countries near us, I think they went quite.
Well, I had the same thing. I went on vacation 2 days to Germany,
Yeah, Germany.
Yeah, I went
Uh,
to Germany too.
and they have almost the exact same thing. You had to wear a face mask everywhere except for like free spaces, like parks and stuff,
Mhm.
where you can just
Why not?
Not
in,
wear one?
Why not in
In
parks?
Germany, it's only in the stores.
in the stores. So
Yeah, in the restaurants.
and
Until you sit down, and when you sit
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
then
yeah.
you can take it off.
yeah, but if
Oh,
you
yeah.
went into a
Well,
store,
that's pretty weird because if someone just walks by, well,
yeah, well,
Well, if you
Well, no,
already, so if you have to sit up to go to the toilet, you have to wear your face mask again.
yeah, that's the weird
That's
part.
I was
at a
weird.
hotel.
Yeah, I know it's kind of
but
weird.
but I get it. But it's pretty weird.
I was at a hotel and it had a walking buffet,
Yeah.
and
Just imagine this everyone with his face mask. This looks really good.
No.
I would actually first want to taste it just before I take a full fucking plate.
yeah,
of
but
it.
that was also a weird thing. But the thing was, you sat down, you could take off your face mask. As soon as you wanted to grab some food,
yeah.
you had to stand up, put it on.
Oh, that's so
walk to the-
unnatural.
Walk to the other room to get your food. Sit down again, take it off, then start eating.
Yeah.
That's pretty unnatural.
And the thing was, my parents and my sister, so that's me and 4.
Yeah.
And there were only 2 people of the hotel there.
in the hotel there, they're like no one else.
There was no one else.
And this
And we-
bartender was like, "You gotta fucking."
The
put up
bartender
this
literally was like,
fucking.
you know, if you walk there, mask.
Yeah.
It's mandatory.
Yeah, everyone is just
Yeah.
kind of do what they've been
Like-
told, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
But like, there's a lot of things happening. Like, I feel like in this current pandemic that's going on, and a lot of people are lonely. Like
Lonely, jobless,
Like,
houseless.
house is
Yeah.
like
a big
it's
problem.
actually becoming a big problem in my opinion. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of things happening that just that we had really to consider how we're gonna
Yeah.
actually gonna change these things, because like I know a lot of friends or a lot of people who are just said, yeah, I didn't even talk to someone in 4 months. I don't
Yeah.
even know how to reconnect with people. I had that too.
No, I had that too. Yeah, it's like lately I've been seeing a bit more.
Yeah,
of
we've been
people.
seeing a bit more.
And because of that, like, but I literally felt like, because that one person that I still like talk with, I actually felt like I lost like my fucking social skills.
Yeah.
And like
But yeah.
then eventually like it like after my birthday, because I had a surprise
Yeah,
party.
yeah, yeah,
Jamie
yeah.
was
You
there
you
too,
didn't
and
know anything.
sorry.
It was really
amazing.
fun.
I couldn't invite you, Ruben.
It
It
was
was a
really
surprise
fun.
party.
It
I
was
didn't
really
know.
fun.
Sorry, man.
Tom-
No,
to
it's
the
okay.
side.
It's okay. I understand.
No, but yeah, no.
You got
But-
Sue to blame for that one.
But it was really fun.
Yeah, you got Sue to blame for that
I
one.
will talk to her later. Sue, if you're listening, we're gonna have a talk. No, it's okay. We understand with the corona things happening. You just have to look at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a big old party with like 30 people in the house. Like,
No.
come on, guys. We're not.
No, it's limited to 6 people
Yeah.
here. in
Yeah,
the
right now,
Netherlands
right now.
Currently, it's now for 6 people. Before your party, it was like it was okay.
It
Like
was
if-
30 people back
Yeah,
then.
something like that. You
Yeah.
could hold a
It was-
party up to 30 people.
but like
yeah, and you guys still had to keep the distance.
Distance.
yeah. So you're if like if you're normal thinking, you're not gonna invite a lot of people. Like,
No.
Like, you're gonna invite people with no symptoms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that people are actually really like I really had to reconnect with people. Like I hadn't talked to people like in 3 months, maybe about school or something.
Yeah.
But like not really on a social basis. Like, hey, how are you doing? What's up? Like for me especially, because I just know people. I really like to talk to
Yeah.
people. Like I always like to discuss things. I always like to have fun. Like get a grab of coffee, talk a bit. Like. And for me personally, it was really difficult because it was, of course, I can talk to my family and to my little sister, but
Yeah,
you
no.
see them already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I need to talk to someone else, and it really got me down to a point where I was like, "Fuck, what I have to do." And even though outside, like in where I live, like I don't know a lot of people I know there in my street,
Yeah.
so you can't talk to anyone. So I don't know, like for you, Jamie, how for you felt, but like.
Well, I certainly had like the same thing. Like all my social life basically comes from seeing people, like physical, grabbing a drink with them,
Yeah.
doing something with
Yeah.
them. I'm not that good at actually contacting someone from like, hey, yo, how are you?
Well, you do sometimes.
I do something. I'm try, but
Jamie is
I don't know.
extreme.
It gives
You
me
don't know how
anxiety.
Jamie is like, if you text Jamie,
It
you
gives
don't
you-
know if he's happy or he just doesn't care. Like,
because I don't know. Like
Oh, really?
for some reason, contacting someone just gives me some kind of
Yeah,
anxiety.
sometimes you just send me, like, I've been in a train like twice, and you just randomly send me a message like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, but that's because I'm like, Tom, haven't seen him in a while. What
Yeah.
the fuck's going up? But if I'm
What the
like,
fuck's going on, man?
but if I'm like, yo, I've seen Ruben like yesterday and today.
yeah, we've seen
If I text him tomorrow, that gives me some kind of anxiety. I don't know why, but it's
Really?
just, it's just like
Really?
fun. I don't know if I can text him or is it okay?
Listen, you
I-
can text me any fucking time, and if
Yeah,
I'm
man,
not
stop
up to
worrying.
it, I will just say I'm tired. I want to sleep. I talk to you later.
But
I think it's quite an important subject, because if you're really feeling like that, then fuck it, just send
Yeah,
the
yeah.
message. 'Cause
well, that's basically how
'cause
this started. It was like I always wanted to do something online,
yeah, something
Yeah.
creative. Like this is a
but I was
creative
always
thing we're doing.
scared
Yeah,
because I don't know how the fuck I should do something like this. I don't know
Yeah.
what I should expect.
yeah.
And you just giving me yo, I'm doing a podcast was kind of like this is your chance, take it, or
Take it,
or it's lost
take
forever.
It, take it.
take a chance on
And
me.
even if I felt scared doing this, you could always push me in like a good way.
but
Ooh.
But you said yes, so the first step to help yourself, and so
Yeah.
you already took the first step, and that's by yourself. That's
Yeah.
pretty good, right?
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's a good thing. If you say I'm pretty anxious about things, and you actually take the first step by yourself, that's a good step
that's the
into
thing,
a
yeah.
good healthy direction, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
And if
Yeah,
Anyone
don't
listening?
overthink stuff.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm overthinker too, but like on
Yeah.
other things.
but that's the thing. Like I always try to think of how the conversation is going.
Yeah.
And in my
Yeah.
mind, it's like, hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing good. End of conversation. And I'm like,
Yeah, no.
well,
get that.
that's
But that's kind of like a man thing to do. We send text or say things with an ending.
Yeah.
We don't like go like if a girl talks, you always mostly see they say something with a follow up, or you can
Yeah.
go into the what they say, right?
I don't know, man.
But the
I,
thing
I,
about-
I don't know if it's a man thing. Like I was very good. It's I think it's also just something with texting because I like when I was like let's say period 12 to like 15, I was fucking good at texting people. Like literally, I had the greatest conversations ever on fucking text. And nowadays, I'm like, how the hell do I do this?
I think the biggest problem is from then you were just talking to talk, and I feel always if I don't text someone with a goal or a specific question, I shouldn't text them.
Well, no, I don't. I don't
know
like
if
that,
you have
'cause
the same-
I
No,
feel like,
I want to
feel like-
banter with people, so I just send
Yeah.
random memes sometimes on Instagram or something.
Yeah, but people mostly just like those. And
You
then
know,
just
I like them.
Well, if people
but
don't
I-
react to my memes, get out.
Yeah, but the thing,
No, my sister and me, we exchange memes quite
Yeah,
a lot.
that's pretty
It's
sweet.
like our.
you send me memes, and I always like them because they're funny. But I just don't know how to react to them. Do I have to say ha ha ha, or do I say that was funny?
Are you
Send
the
me
one who
another
not
one.
reacts to it?
What?
You don't react to memes.
I do. I'm like, and it's funny, and then I like it, and I'm saying I'm doing like ha 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 or something, but I just don't know what,
All right,
what
I
else
guess
to
you're saying
say.
something. There are people who just straight up ignore you, and I'm just like, well, gone.
Like the
gone.
minimum I do is like them.
Yeah. No, and that's fine to be honest. Like I sent them because I don't need to get a response. Like I sent them because I think you'd have a laugh from it.
Yeah,
Like,
I do most
Yeah,
of the
well,
times. Yeah, yeah.
So for Jamie,
Sometimes they're really bad, but
Well, that's the most fun.
so Jamie, like for the people out there who are now in this situation where they might not be in a lot of contact with people, or have difficulty contacting people, what would you like to say to them to maybe help them in a good direction? And also because school is starting, like what would you like give them as advice, or what would you do yourself because you're starting a new
yeah. The
school?
first thing is, if you feel like you'll annoy him, you don't.
no, mostly
You,
no.
you won't annoy them.
There's almost no way. Like, and especially when texting, because
Yeah.
if you annoy someone, if someone really gets annoyed by you texting them, fuck those people. Like seriously, if someone gets annoyed by you texting them, they can literally just ignore it if they don't want
yeah,
to
they
Yeah.
should
respond
just
right
ignore
now.
it, right?
Like it's. Please just text
And
people.
like, if
and
people
just-
don't have time, they also always react later, or they tell, "All right, I will text you later."
Yeah.
Right? And if they don't text, they probably might forget it.
Yeah, yeah.
But what else would you like to give to the people?
Well,
Yeah, and also when people don't react, sometimes you have people that don't react, and then they say later, and then they never respond. Like you have that. Don't be scared about sending them another message. Like
No.
I do it myself. I sometimes I'm like, oh, they didn't respond, and they said
yeah, of
they
course. You
will.
always
Yeah,
can think, why
you
didn't they
always
respond?
and you start thinking,
have I been
why are they not
forgotten?
responding?
Am I not important enough?
Yeah,
It's-
stuff like that, and like, am I annoying and stuff?
Yeah, but
but you're not.
But it gets
Like,
on your mind sometimes.
especially if you're talking to your friends, you know they don't find you annoying. They
No.
are there for you. They
Yeah.
are there with you, and
Yeah.
I think that's something that it's just a weird thing that I think
and I think
it's like we can all tell each other that will never
Yeah.
be that way, and I've told my friends that multiple times, and they've told me that, but it's something it's kind of weird. And I think the best way to just get out of it, just fucking do it. Just
Yeah,
send,
just
I
fucking
think-
do
send
it.
that message, spam them to fucking
It might
death. And
feel-
if they really,
it might feel like climbing a mountain, but it's not. It's like a stair. Like it's one
Yeah.
single stair you just gotta get over.
And even if they really find it annoying, then like I said,
Then
fuck 'em.
text
Then-
someone
then-
else that
right?
does
then
like
text
you.
someone else, and then they're not really that good friends if they really find you
Yeah.
annoying
Yeah.
for you trying to talk to them. Like,
All right, amazing guys. All right, so
but do you have no? I want to know. Do you have any advice?
any advice?
Yeah, what
in
is
my
your take on
opinion, if you want to talk to people, just send them a text, or just send a text. Hey, can I call you? Or
Yeah, I mostly do that nowadays.
so
Like when I really
because
want to talk.
feel like
calling.
when I talk to someone, like texting can be interpreted in many ways, in a good and a bad way, or in a different way. So I always kind of like if I want to trying to get like if I want to have a conversation, I mostly text.
Yeah.
Or if it's a conversation with something more emotional or more mattered, I will always say, hey, have you time to call? Because sometimes if you text something, it can be in a way that someone just misinterpreted, and I feel like that's for both is this miscommunication, and
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
not you don't get out of it what you want. Like you want to have a good conversation.
Yeah.
If it's I hope personally in a good way to get a good end
Yeah.
or a good start to something.
Yeah, and I feel like because that it also removes that part from them not reacting and am I annoying? Like when you're calling to someone, they're gonna respond.
Yeah.
Like you're literally talking to them,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, and you could just text them,
it's
"Hey, do you
more
have time to
instant.
call?" Like mostly it takes 5 minutes. You don't have
Yeah.
to talk
Yeah.
for like if you want to do something.
It
hey,
mostly turns into an hour for me though. Like when,
Yeah.
when I call someone, it's not.
Hey, girl.
Well, sometimes
Hey,
you're
girl,
like,
you know what happened today? No, it's like.
But
no,
Jay,
but
what do you want to
seriously.
say?
yeah.
Yeah,
but
no, Jamie. Yeah, go
sometimes it just starts with like a small talk, and it can go on for hours indeed. But if someone
Yeah.
says, "No, I can't talk. I don't want to talk," it's okay because
Just let them be.
because probably a lot of other
And just
people.
ask-
I have some kind of
Oh,
fear
if you
for
don't
phone
wanna-
calls. I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
yeah?
I just can. I have difficulty taking them.
The only person I can't do a phone call is to my dentist. I just don't want to fucking call
Well-
my dentist.
Thing is, if I know people well,
Yeah.
sure, I'll pick up their call.
Yeah.
I won't call them out of myself because I
Mhm.
have some irrational fear for that. But if some unknown number, it could have been the bank sending me 12 million euros. I just couldn't pick it up.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know.
Really?
It scares me.
Oh, jeez. We gotta
no,
work on that.
Yeah, you gotta work on that, man.
Yeah, I know.
No, yeah,
But it
'cause-
just scares me. It's like this one time with my previous study, I went
Yeah.
for a maths teacher,
yeah.
and I had to get a kind of certificate that I'm fit for working with children.
Oh, yeah. I know what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean. Yeah.
This guy's
And I got
fucking
it. I got it.
psychopath.
But I had to make a phone call to make an appointment to deliver it to the school I was gonna work at. I just couldn't do it. So for months, for like a few months, I worked at that school. And at some point, they were like, "You haven't delivered it."
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like, "You haven't delivered it. You need to quit now."
you have
I
to
was,
quit now?
Yeah, I was scared shitless because they didn't have the certificate, so they wouldn't be known if I had some kind of criminal record.
But you didn't tell them like I have it,
I did told my assistant teacher.
but you didn't never told
But-
like the
But then, were
No.
you
What?
fucked from that moment on, or could you still hand it
Well,
in?
I could hand it in. I talked with my tutor from my own school,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Well, that's weird. That shouldn't happen." And she went to send some mails to the teachers at the school, and at some point they were like, "You can still hand it in. You can still give the information needed."
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I already done that. But the weird thing is, this time it was like an email appointment. I had no trouble answering it, and but
yeah.
making me make the appointment by a
Alright.
phone call, it really fucked me over.
All right, yeah.
That's
It kind of
okay.
screwed you
It
over
kind
right
of screwed,
there.
and it was so bad
Like-
that if I couldn't deliver it anymore, I had to quit my study
Jesus fucking
Okay.
Christ.
because I couldn't
Oh.
fit my hours.
Okay, that's fucked up. Yeah, well,
God.
I think calling to people I don't know, it's not the most pleasant thing for me. It's like
No, it's kind of awkward. So it's like, hi, you're talking. Hi, I'm with like. It's kind of awkward sometimes.
yeah, but it's like it's not a crippling fear for me at least.
Well, apparently it is for me.
yeah,
Well, I get that. Like, it's kind of sometimes scared to call people we don't.
I think
know.
it's just
Like,
it's,
it's not
a
a-
stranger on the other side who you don't see.
Yeah,
yeah.
You don't know
I get
what
that.
he's like.
I get that. Yeah.
So you'd rather video call with the bank? Because I recently.
Hey, what's
had
up,
to do that.
Natasha? How you doing?
Well,
No,
if
I
we'll
had to
make
do
it
that
easier,
recently because
yeah.
that's no.
you
I,
had to video call with the bank.
Yeah.
Oh my
No, I
god.
had to- because I turned 18.
Hey, Natasha, you look great tonight.
Hey, you look great now.
I want to loan $50 million. How can I do it?
wink,
About
wink.
that. No, but what I had to identify myself for my bank account because, like, before you're 18, I think you're like like they don't need your passport or whatever, and you're like registered via your mom or dad or
Yeah.
whatever. But so I had to do that, and that was like you could do that online now because of Corona. So I had to video call with this guy, and he was like, "Yeah." He was laughing all the time. It was quite funny. That guy. literally-
He was just having a good old
no,
laugh.
yeah, but he was like laughing a lot. Like
Like Oh, not.
About everything I said, it was like, ha ha ha.
That's the weirdest
Oh.
bank phone call ever.
Yeah.
No, he was a nice guy, but it was just quite. It was quite a.
Imagine
Well-
just calling the bank. Yeah.
And he
And
first
then you
called
just
me on
laugh
the
about your
phone, and
non-funny
then-
jokes.
Oh, sorry, I just smacked my mic. He first called me on my phone, like, hey, yeah, I'm from the bank, and etc. etc. And then he was like laughing, yeah, man, and then ha ha ha, and he was then calling me like, yeah, when do you want to have the video call? So he called me first on my phone to actually have the time for the video call. So like, and my mom and my sister were surrounding me, and I had him on speaker. So, and then my sister was like, that guy does sure laugh a lot. Like, yeah,
Well, was she
My
right?
sister was just standing there. What the fuck is this guy doing?
No, it was nice guys. It really but it was interesting. Interesting.
I
was
feel
a-
like
Interesting
imagine just
conversation.
having a video call with the bank. All right. Yeah, I never returned the money. Just imagine just like having that one talk like, oh, you didn't do your credit card payment, and he's just like he's laughing at you like
He's-
straight, oh, you
It's like I'm
fucking.
200,000 in debt.
just laughing at every joke.
So
Yeah,
even
no, sir,
and they
we're
were
gonna
like,
have to take your house.
He's just laughing at it like.
he's just laughing at you for like,
Nah,
we're gonna
he
take
was
your
a very
house.
Nice guy. He probably wouldn't have done that, but it was an experience.
You say now.
I get that. All right, we're getting a lot of off topic today, but it's probably because
Yeah.
it's the first time, right?
Yeah,
we're
no,
pretty enthusiastic. So,
I wonder how long we've been gone. You want me to check?
all right, let's check it out. Check it out.
I
We've
think
been
for
going
like-
pretty.
An hour already.
We've been going 3 minutes. No,
We not recorded anything.
no. We've been going an hour and 3 minutes.
Oh, that's
Ah,
pretty
aye,
nice.
aye.
Let's go to our last subject about how school and the corona things is going to impact us, and then let's thank everyone and let's wrap it up.
Thank you
Right?
very much already for listening. If
Yeah.
you stayed to this
Yeah, if you
long,
stay to
then,
this point, you earned
Amazing. Thank you very much.
nothing.
Oh,
But
thank
we-
you, everyone.
we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
You earned our love.
Yeah, you
Yes,
did.
it might not be the best quality yet, but we have a lot of fun. We hope you have a lot of fun, and we hope we kind of helped you in like some ways, or maybe give you a fun day with our damn ass dumb banter, right?
Yeah, we're quite.
right. So for our last topic, so yeah, Corona schooling, like it's gonna be really different.
It's-
so
yeah,
I
it's
feel
gonna be
like there's
weird.
gonna be a lot of problems coming. Like for myself, in my opinion, I just need my own space. And in my present study, I just graduated from. I feel like the first month it was okay to work in my own like living space, like in my bedroom, like
Yeah.
it was okay. But eventually after that, I just didn't get the whole vibe of
Yeah,
like
you
the
weren't in
whole-
work mode.
Yes, I couldn't work because I just was gaming and doing everything in that room. I was doing my hobbies and etc. I was just doing that in my room. So
Yeah.
so I
There's a lot of distractions.
so
of things.
eventually things just keep distracting, and like I feel like I don't know if for you guys it's the same.
No, I definitely like. I feel like in every room you've got this mindset. And,
Yeah.
And like in your bedroom, it's a bed, maybe relaxing a bit.
It has to
and-
relax, right?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
bedroom.
you're gonna sleep there, and and then you've got like this, and for a lot of people, like this probably the same room, which is already quite. It's not the best thing. Like probably if you think about it, your bedroom is also probably the room you either play games or
yeah, mostly.
you do other shit there, and that can also be distracting from sleep. And I think that also continues into if you're working in your room, it adds another thing you're doing in your room.
Yeah.
And it also adds like this negative thing about your room.
Yeah.
Because you're not just like sleeping positive and doing fun things. It's both positive, right? So, but then working it can be positive, and I hope it is. I hope it's rewarding, but a lot of the times it really isn't, and you just got to do it, and you don't need to have any distractions around you. And I think that's the most important part: finding a space for yourself where you can
Yeah,
sit,
yeah,
which
totally.
is not associated with anything, and so you can associate
Yeah,
it with
this is
something
this
yourself.
one place, and I feel like that's sometimes difficult in your
Yeah.
home house. But you just have a look at a little place, like just get a small little thing where you can put your laptop or a computer or anything on your paperwork, and just gotta work. Because you gotta have a place to yeah. So I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Just to be at a different place than
Yeah.
your other things. You have to like.
No, because I feel like every time you enter a room, you start that room has a mindset.
Yeah.
And that's you get this mindset it's in your head, but it's also in the way it's the interior.
Yeah,
It's like
in the living room, I'm just gonna watch TV, relax, or have a drink or eat maybe
Yeah.
something. And in the kitchen, I eat like etc. In the bathroom, I take a fucking pee and a poop.
yeah, maybe even going out to like
I-
like sorry, so I know it's like
Do you something else in the bathroom than
no,
Tom?
that's not what I'm talking
Well, that's my
about.
workroom, isn't it?
Oh, really? This is your workroom, Jamie.
I shower in the bathroom too.
Wow, that's a crazy bathroom then, in my opinion, right?
Be a large one.
You're just standing there in the toilet like, yes, I'm just taking the bath. I'm just taking a shower.
No, fuck's sake. I think like places you can go, like even maybe the public library. It's like
Yeah.
stuff like that, or your school. But that depends on how far away from your school you are.
You probably have to do some investigation on what is open or what is free to use, and it's also good, like no harm for your health, right?
Yeah, good
And it has
work
to be
environment.
nearby, because I had this thing where sometimes I was like, I'm motivated. I want to work. I want to do my best. I want to get the subject finished and know it all. I'm going to learn. And I was like, I want to go to the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, the library is 40 minutes away.
Oh, is it?
For me, it is.
Oh,
If I go, it's 40 minutes away. Is it worth? Am I not going to lose motivation when I get there? Is it going to increase my motivation when I get there?
I think it's mostly gonna decrease your motivation for
Yeah?
going there.
Yeah,
I feel like
and that's the
think
difficult
if you were
part.
if you were there, it would probably just
Boost it. But
maybe boost it or at least keep it neutral. But I think because you have to count in the 80 minutes because you got to go
no,
there, you
and
got to
gonna
come
go
back.
back. Yeah,
You
the
have to
obstacle of actually going to the
Yeah.
library is what can just
Oh, in my
kill your
opinion, if
motivation.
I need to bike 40 minutes to study, I feel like, all right, I bike this 40 minutes. I'm gonna fucking study like I'm gonna fucking study
Oh,
my
yeah?
ass. Yeah, like I'm just gonna get the most out of that. Like if I have a time limit, if I have 2 hours, all right, I biked 40 minutes. I have 40 minutes back. I have 2 hours. All right, this 2 hours I have to make work because I biked 40 minutes
Yeah,
for this,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, for you, if you get there,
Mm-hmm.
your motivation is increased.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I fucking bike 40 minutes for a place to fucking study, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, I get that.
Yeah. So
It's interesting. I think that's things we differ in.
That's
and-
just mindset,
I
in
think-
my opinion.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it
and
is, yeah.
I think that's things you all got to find out for yourself. I think
Yeah,
that's
of
actually
course.
quite interesting. That like I wouldn't have thought of it. Like I get it that it would boost your motivation once you're there, but just the obstacle that you have to, it would probably make me do it. Like maybe it would make me work better at the library, but then I would probably go to the library less.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get that. I get that.
And I think that's the thing. I think if the library is like, let's say it's 5 minutes away, then it's fine. You know, it's 5 minutes. That's like, but then you still have the boost from like, I'm at the library now. I went here to fucking study. I'm gonna study now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah,
I just look for your own place, what helps you the best. It still can be in your own bedroom, but I just recommend, in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, try to find a place for yourself where you can just
sit down and
sit
focus
down
on your
and
work.
focus better, because just things just sometimes might be getting in your way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to get distracted.
Yeah, it's easy
Yeah,
to
no,
get
definitely.
distracted.
that's
Like
that's
how many
definitely
times
true.
I'm like, I'm gonna read this whole book one time, and I'm just like 5 sentences in, and I'm like, oh, my TV is on. Let's watch that.
TV is on.
Oh hey, I got a message on my phone.
yeah. Or like, I'm bored. Let's watch some memes.
I even get it with fucking birds flying past the window. Like, oh, there are birds outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Just imagine, just like during the podcast, there's a bird, and this Tom just like staring at it. I'm like, Tom, and he's
yeah,
like,
but that's the thing. I have a lot of problems with. Sorry, I'll get a bit closer to the mic. I have a lot of problems with studying things am not interested in.
Yeah, I get that. I
Yeah,
have that
yeah,
same
yeah.
with, like math.
Like
Fuck math.
this, I like this.
Sorry, I can't do math.
No, that's
I-
okay. It's,
Yeah, no, but that's seriously a thing I had with almost every subject at middle/high school, whatever you want to call it. It was like I was there, and then at school I could focus because then you had to do it. Like there was a teacher there, it was explaining, and I got that.
You couldn't focus if it's a fucking math.
Oh, really?
I couldn't focus
No.
anytime with math. Never.
No,
Or
no.
economics. Fuck economics. All right, but that guy was extremely boring in my opinion.
well, yeah. I think the teacher makes a lot of difference
Yes,
in how you
in
feel
my
a
opinion,
subject.
the teacher makes a lot of
My
difference.
teacher made me love math.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was extremely nice.
He
Like,
wa-
Well,
was-
I even had a teacher that lots of people hate because he wasn't. People said that he wasn't that good of a teacher. But what the thing was, he gave me because he always had to think about stuff, and he had to think about like. Okay, that's how this works, and it was a math teacher too. But the funny
damn
thing
math
was,
teachers.
Yeah,
yeah, no, but the funny thing was, because it was a bit slower in that aspect, he was like at the same pace as me, so
Oh,
I could
yeah.
figure stuff out in my head. I'd actually understand it, not just get the answer from the kid who already knows it. I could really think myself like, oh, that's how it works, because
Yeah.
that's the only way I understand math. If I really know what's going on, and if people just tell me the rules, then it's probably not gonna go that well. But if I really understand why those rules are there and why. Oh, and like, okay, because you got to calculate this, then you got to calculate that, and for that to be whatever, it makes you. And I think that's a thing that that I found very valuable.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you have
Teacher
to
makes
understand it.
a lot of difference in how you like a subject. Like
Yeah.
if a teacher is boring, or in your opinion boring, like someone else can be like,
Yeah.
like it makes a lot of difference. But like moving along, like so maybe for you, Jamie, especially for you,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to a new study and you have a bit of anxiety with people. I don't want to just rough you off the rough.
No,
like,
I know.
putting you right on the spot now. But like, have you already thought about how you wanna meet new people on your, even though it's all Corona and probably mostly at home or maybe 1 or 2 days? It's
Well-
like, how you're planning to interact with those people?
Well, I thought about it. Yeah. At my previous study, it was weird, but at the same time, it was quite comfortable. It was
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's
Um,
new and everyone's
indeed, and
everyone's out there to meet.
and
the
I
new
did I
people
did
at the
I did a
study.
teacher study. So
Yeah.
the teachers there knew. All right, these were the games we're gonna play to learn each other.
You're gonna play some games.
We did 2 truths, 1 lie. We
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Cool.
The funny thing was, we went in a circle, and then one person had to know their name left of them, and then we went in a circle, and the last guy had to know everyone's name.
Christ.
So it started increasing. Like, you know 1 name, you know 2 names, I know 3 names, and the next guy knows 4, 5, and then you keep
It was
see the
extremely
circle,
hard.
and it was very difficult because some people were like, I know
gotta-
I know Tom, I know Ruben, and I'm blank, and the other
You gotta
some,
make a song out of it.
Yeah.
I think that's the best.
and
way to
other
do it.
people were just like 20 names, I know them already.
All right. So
Oh, really?
They were like, all right, you, Jackson, Marie,
Jackson,
Yeah.
Maria.
like I don't know if they indeed made a song of it or just remembered faces with names or actually
Yeah.
remembered their names, but it worked because everyone at the end of it heard everyone's name like 20 times.
Yeah.
So you can immediately associate a face with a name.
Yeah. So
2 truth, 1 lie, so we knew stuff about each other. And that was only the introduction day.
oh yeah.
We also had a camp where we went like all.
Math camp.
Yeah, but the thing there was barely any math.
Barely any math.
Yeah,
in
we
math
did
camp.
some fun exercise. We were like, they woke us up at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
to exercise on some grass field, and we were like frog hopping. We were like crawling on all 4s and
Huh.
tiger walking and
Tiger walking.
and like racing and
yeah.
all kind of stuffs in teams. So
Yeah. Cool.
you bond and
yeah.
some kind
Bonding.
of exercise because we had like stakes and some together with some tape. We had to make the largest tower, and it was a competition. So who could make the largest tower that could stand the tallest and
Yeah.
actually stand and not
Yeah.
just fall down? And that added a lot of bonding.
Yeah.
And I think this year I'm not going to have that. And I think I'm gonna have a lesser relationship with my class because of it.
Maybe with your whole class, but I
Now, of course,
feel
there are
like
gonna people.
across, like I think that always happens. Like in the beginning, you start like, and you kind of know a bit of everyone,
Yeah.
and you're like, this person, that. But I feel like always at the end of the year, you still know everyone, and you still
You're
talk
on
to
good
everyone.
terms on everyone with
But
everyone.
yeah, but there's like it always filters out. Like
I know,
the
I know,
people
I
you
know.
really like will always like be the people.
But it's just
that-
more difficult to find those people if you
definitely.
don't know who everyone is.
Yeah, I hope in your opinion, like I know in my school they're gonna do some activities and like through online. I don't know how it's gonna look. So I don't know how crappy it's gonna be or
Yeah.
how good it's gonna be.
Yeah,
I-
that's
Guys,
the
let's play
question.
Scribble.
Kahoot.
Kahoot.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Play Kahoot with names. So Jason won. Who's Jason? This one guy that
Yeah,
we're
it's-
fucking with.
He's called Bob, but he calls himself Jason.
What?
He calls himself Bob, but
Oh,
he's called
imagine,
Jason.
being on Kahoot and the first thing to do with like people and like
Oh.
everyone does different
I
names,
get it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Sorry, my head was
Alright,
completely.
Of course, we're gonna be probably at home for probably half a year.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be homeschooled half a year. So I feel like there are a lot of important things that
I
we
hope
have to.
not, to be honest.
I hope not, and
I-
to be honest,
yeah.
but we gotta just prepare for a little bit of the worst. But we're also gonna prepare ourselves for what we can help each other from. So
Sorry about that.
of course. So I feel like you need to do something else than just being at home. You have to go outside, in my opinion. You have to go outside. You don't have to interact with people. Like if that's it's you have to go outside. You can't be.
Well, I think interacting with people is actually quite the most important part.
Yes, of course, but like sometimes it's not always possible to interact with people, even if it gets worse or it gets less, and it's obviously better. But like in my opinion, go outside or go with your dog if you have a dog, or just walk around the neighborhood.
That
or
is
with the
if
park.
your lockdown actually allows that. Because
Yeah, of course, if it's allowed.
in
That.
some countries they have a total lockdown. You can go out without a license or without
Yeah.
a good reason, and
Yeah.
you can actually get fined for that.
Yeah.
Which we don't want you to be fined for
like get
following us.
Get
No,
fresh
definitely.
air, like get fresh air. It's healthy. It's good. Get some sunlight. Like go outside. It's good.
And get some distraction from all the depression it causes.
Yes,
From
of course.
staying
Because
inside.
it is annoying to be at home, even if you're single at home or home with your parents. Of course, you need time for yourself.
Yeah, and you also start. That's what me and my mom, my sister, and I. We all had we had our run-ins with each other, but I think that's something important to also have like to even talk about with your family.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is we're in the same house with each other 24/7. So we're gonna have run-ins,
Yeah.
and that's how it is, and that's all right. Like, we're gonna get mad at each other, but we all get why, and let's
And
work
also
with each other.
this whole Corona thing. Let us appreciate the little things. Like little
Yeah.
things you don't maybe have now. You're gonna think, oh man, I actually really like that. I
Oh,
personally, I always like going on a train to school because I had that one
Yeah.
moment of waking up, drinking my coffee, getting my breakfast, and then being on the train and just relax, listen
Yeah.
to a podcast myself, listen to music, and there's this little things that you might have now still or might not, and just I feel like look for those things, appreciate them, because sometimes some things we just lost because due of the Corona pandemic.
Yeah, no, I think you said walking outside. I think something which I would maybe even I'd maybe even suggest trying. Like, it's awkward as fuck, but just when you walk past someone, just say hi. Maybe you'll get in a conversation
Yeah,
with
just
each
say
other.
hi or
And like even try to start a conversation. Like I fucking I don't know how people do it, but that like sometimes I'm at the bus station and some elderly lady starts talking to me and she actually starts having a conversation.
That's
I'm like,
so
how the hell does
yeah.
she do that? I wanted to be able to do that.
Yeah, that.
well, if
I have
you're
to
elderly, I
say-
feel like you don't even care anymore.
I think
Like,
if
you're
you're
just like,
elderly, you
I'm
don't have
living my
shame.
life till the end, and I'm just gonna enjoy.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
shame then.
No, but that's I always felt like that in the train too, and I know a lot of people don't want to talk in the
Oh,
train.
I-
It's like their relaxing time,
oh,
but
I
I
had-
would fucking love to have conversations with
Yeah.
random
Yes,
people.
About
train.
that, I feel actually, I had like 2 days ago when it was raining like shit in
Yeah.
Netherlands. I was just running and I didn't have this cover myself, so I was running, and then this one girl walks up to me, probably my age, and this is boop, their thing, and just hold like this her bag over me, and I'm like, "What? You're getting wet now." So I just put her bag over her, and there was this weird thing of us just was walking down the street.
That's
with
fucking great.
Yeah.
That
Great.
sounds like a love story.
Yeah, and a love
I
story in the
ever asked her
making.
number, it was
You didn't.
I
Ah,
did. I
That's
did.
sad.
Yeah, because she had to run for the train. So, and I had to go to the bus. So,
But if you guys have the same,
If she's
route,
listening.
you might
just
run into
listening.
it.
All right, hit me up. No, like
DM us.
like there's other things like there are a lot of little things like little things that we can appreciate. I actually like there was an extremely nice gesture of someone, and I feel like just talk to someone, right? I had a funny conversation when I was walking. I was just walking there, and I was like, "Oh, thanks." Like, it's kind of weird, right? She's like, "Yeah, but you get all wet in your nice outfit," and I'm like, "Oh, you look great yourself." It was kind of awkward, but it was really funny, and I was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And
That
I
sounds fucking adorable.
Yeah.
fuck up, Will. Yeah. No, but it. But it was like about like talking to people. I would if I was walking there, like I was just with my own bag, and I was just like walking, like I wanted to go to work, and I was like really tired because I went to the gym before, and I was like, "Rrr." But she actually like took the time to walk up to me, like run up to me, and literally do that, and I was like, wow, that's amazing that people can do that.
Yeah, it's
Like,
such
no,
a kind
seriously.
gesture.
Yeah, I'd love to grow some more balls to just be able to talk to people like that.
So
Like just
that
random
would be
people. though.
amazing.
But some people don't want it. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
thing
no.
in the train. Like I'd love to just be able to say like, "Hey, what's up?
how you doing?
How's
Yeah,
your day
I
been?"
think-
And
How
I think
you
that would
doing?
actually work.
I think in the morning you should avoid it at all costs. 'Cause people are gonna
Avoid
be
it at all
grumpy. People are going to be grumpy when
Yeah, but
they
you can
just woke
see it on
up.
people. When
Well,
they're
yeah,
grumpy.
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
can
but
mostly
just-
see it,
Just
but-
look at them, and if you say it and you notice they really
Yeah.
don't
You
want
could
to have
just
this
if you have
conversation,
eye contact, you
that's
just
it.
give a smile or a little nod, like
I always do that. Like
Yeah.
literally everyone who walks past me in the train, I just go, "Hey, what's up?"
"Hey, what's up?"
No, but seriously, like I fucking love having content.
Yeah.
That's what I realized in the Corona period, that I missed having like the social interactions
Yeah,
with
the
people.
small
little
ones.
things I
And
just
not
talked
even
about,
the
yeah.
people like not even my friends, not even the people that I really love, but also the random people.
Yeah.
Like the characters you see. Like
Yeah,
like,
you,
they-
mi-
Yeah,
you miss
yeah.
those extremely extravagant characters.
Yeah, sometimes you run into someone on the street and you're like, "Am I in a fucking cartoon or something?" Like, you
What
get- you
movie
meet
set
these
did I just
people.
walk on?
Yeah, but it's so funny that there are people that really give you that feeling, and
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Amazing,
it's-
right? How everyone can be so can be individual in their own way, right?
Yeah,
So that's a beautiful thing, right?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
So for our last topic, we gotta
Yeah,
we gotta look at our time, man.
we gotta start ending
All right,
this.
so for our last subject, Jamie, you suggested this one subject. It's
Yeah.
about stressful things or how you get your mind to a different place, like from school, games, everything, like a non-negative thing. Like you want to talk about it more? Tell me.
Well, of course. Well, everyone has to have a hobby.
yeah,
And I'm not talking about something you just do. I'm talking about something that you try to put your stress in, but not get stressed from.
yeah,
Like you can game, sure, that's a good hobby. But is it really smart to play like a competitive game where you're getting angry at getting killed?
yes. Like no, please don't.
no,
You're only
no,
going
no.
to increase your stress.
Yeah,
But yeah, you have games like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, which are really great games to actually put some of your free time in and just relax.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I get that.
And if you don't like gaming, there's a lot of other things. You can play music, grab an instrument,
Definitely.
start learning. Of course, you can get frustrated if something
I'm
doesn't
seriously
work.
thinking of starting to learn drums. Like I'm a guitarist,
or
but
Yeah.
reading a book or
Reading
some
a book,
manga, right?
indeed.
Like get something that you get it can enjoy you, right?
Draw something.
Yeah.
Start
Get drawing.
draw painting.
Like it
play
Start-
draw
start-
something with your
Yeah.
friends, then you all got a hobby you can do. That's seriously though. That's
No,
that's
yeah.
actually quite a good idea. You like if you all play draw something with each other, and you're like, okay, between this and this time, we're all gonna play draw something, and we all gonna relax, and we're
Yeah.
all gonna. I think that's actually quite a good way to
Just
spend
relax.
time.
You can probably laugh about the extremely weird creations it's gonna.
Yeah,
Probably
And I
come up.
think the most important thing about it
Yeah.
is you don't do it because you expect result. Because you do it because it's fun.
yeah, and I think that and this is probably differs per person, but if you can combine that with social interactions, at least
Yeah.
for me, that's a great combination.
If you like drawing but you're not good at it, keep drawing.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
fun for you.
Practice always brings something.
Like don't
just
give
relax.
up or get stressed because oh no, this piece doesn't look like I wanted it
Yeah,
to.
no, definitely.
Just do your own thing, right? Just
Same with
or
drawing.
music.
Yeah.
But in all these things, because you can get you can get carried away with drawing, with
Of
music.
course,
You can
of
get
course.
so keep it simple. If something is not working out, make it simpler.
Yeah, make it
Make it-
healthy and make it simple.
Make
yeah.
it make it easy. Like this is not like I get that you would want to progress in
Yeah.
drawing, but that's a different time. This time should be for you to just have fun drawing or have fun making music. Just write a fucking simple song, right? Where 2 chords and
Yeah.
some lyrics on top of it. And if you can't come up with good lyrics, read the fucking back of your water bottle and sing that across your.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some weird shit that comes out of it, but it's fun. Or if you're drawing, like, okay, I can't draw eyes. Okay, what am I gonna do? Oh, let's draw fucking Mike Wazowski, one eye. That's
Yeah.
one big eye. It wouldn't fucking like surprise me if that's literally how they drew Mike Wazowski. It's like stuff like that.
Wazowski.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. It's like start simple, like even from writing a book.
Yeah.
Like it's a hobby everyone can pick. You have a story, or you have something in your mind, and you're like, I want to make a story out of it.
Excuse me, my Siri just
Don't
went off.
make the story because you think you're gonna make a best-selling book.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Make
not.
the story because you're like, I just want it on paper.
Yeah.
I like it, and I want it
yeah.
on paper.
Fantasizing is a lot of fun. Like
Yeah, like you can build a world and do stuff like that, and even the physical stuff. Do yoga.
yoga,
Do not
meditation.
do yoga
works
because
really
you
well.
think-
To be honest, meditation works really well.
Yeah.
I
But do
highly
not do that
recommend-
because you.
Right.
Or I highly recommend you try meditation.
No.
It actually works if you put the time in it.
Yeah, and don't do it because you think like everyone does it. I am 100% going to get relaxed from this. Do it because you
No.
think like this is fun, this is relaxing.
Do it for yourself.
Not
And if you don't like it, fucking
Yeah.
quit again.
do
and
not do
find
it
something
with an
else.
end goal.
Like that's the thing though. If this time, like there's stuff that's gonna be hard to begin with and is gonna get fun later. This time shouldn't be for that stuff. That's other hobby
Yeah.
time. This time should be for stuff that's just real easy and real fun.
Yeah, from beginning to end.
Like literally, even if you're beginning with drawing, like fucking starting with the by number drawing. Like seriously, that shit's fun.
And to sum this all up, guys,
Yeah.
this may be a great quote to end this whole podcast. Start with something, do your own thing, start with it, make your first step. For us, it's the podcast. For you, might be something else, reaching out to someone, or might be trying something else that makes it not stressful or something else. Take that step, walk forward, and go do your dreams.
Go to town. Go out.
Go out.
all out.
Take that first step. And
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to end this episode,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'd say thank you all.
Thank you all for
Thank you all.
listening and enjoying,
Everyone-
having a laugh with us.
Yeah, and if you like seriously, if you stuck this long, we're gonna end it on 1 hour and 30 minutes.
So everyone, thank you very much for listening to our podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing us all the support beforehand. Everyone, I would like to thank everyone I know. I hope you guys want to thank everyone you guys know.
Yes, and I hope at least we'll see you next
See you
episode.
guys again. So if you have any way of reviewing, criticism, or anything, feel free to leave them here. We always
Your
like,
thoughts are always appreciated.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Your
and
thoughts
if
are-
you maybe like I want you to interview a person like this,
Yes.
we could do interviews too.
just send us a thing. We will always try to respond or look into the things. If we're not, we're probably busy, but that's okay. So I feel like we're gonna end this
Yeah.
first podcast
Yeah.
right
Yes.
here, guys.
And don't forget, go in,
In, all out.
Woo!